Hey guys, Kristen here, and welcome to my first gaming channel, Shy Gal Gamer. Now I know some of you have been referred to this channel for my Introvert Goddess channel, but if you guys have not seen my intro video included with the part 1 of Urban Legends in the US, please go ahead and watch that video first. It includes 10 random facts about me, so you guys who don't really know me can get an idea of who I am. Anyways, with this first video on my gaming channel, I'm going to sort of do an icebreaker for you guys and talk about my 10 favorite villains / monsters from the Resident Evil games. And I wanted to do this video because the Resident Evil 2 remake just came out not that long ago, and it gave me an idea of talking about the games. Plus the Resident Evil series has been my favorite for a really long time. Now let's get started. Now my top favorite villain in the Resident Evil series is Nemesis, also known as the Nemesis Tyrant type monster, is able to use weapons and knows how to track anyone. His favorite weapon of use is the rocket launcher. He has an impressive regeneration ability, which makes it impossible to destroy him. Nemesis is the primary villain in RE3. Matt Addison, who portrays Nemesis, contracted the T virus, also known as the Tyrant virus, through a liquor scratch and was taken in to be experimented on right after. The overall character design kinda reminds me of Bane, where he has a massive amount of upper body strength. The stapled line coming down from the top of his head and exposed gums and teeth with stretched skin was a really great idea for his character. Number 2, Alexa Ashford. She was a virologist at Umbrella Pharmaceuticals. Alexa and her twin brother Alfred were involved in the Project Code Veronica, in which their father, Alexander, took DNA from an embalmed family member named Veronica. The goal was to make a genetically modified clone of Veronica so that their family's reputation would improve with their well-known intelligence. In a secret room at an Antarctic base, the twins found a secret of their births and became instantly upset with their father. They then imprisoned their father and used him as a test subject for the T Veronica virus, in which Alexa created by combining the progenitor virus and bits of an ancient virus from a queen ant. Due to complication after injecting her father with the virus, Alexa injected herself with it and put herself in a cryogenic sleep for 15 years, so the virus would ultimately slow down the mutation and wouldn't destroy the tissues within her body. After the 15 years, she discovered her brother's death when she awoke, and she then took full control of the virus and had a plan of taking over the world as queen. Her mutation design kinda reminds me of an iced poison ivy because throughout her forms, they include plants and insects, and I generally loved her boss fight in the Darkside Chronicles. Number 3, William Birkin. He was the top scientist who also worked at Umbrella Corp that created the G virus, also known as the Golgotha virus, which turned out to be much more dangerous and potent than the T virus. When Umbrella officials found out about Birkin's research, they tried to kill him and steal his notes, but Birkin already injected himself with the G virus. He is the father of Sherry, who both appears in RE2. Birkin was attempting to implant a parasitic larva into her since he figured she was an excellent vessel for his plan, but Claire Redfield and Leon S. Kennedy were sworn to protect her from that happening. I love his mutated character design as to how he has this huge eyeball on his shoulder and continues to have multiple forms. Number 4, Evelyn, also known as E001, featured in RE7, is a genetically modified human born in a generation of bioweapons research in the presence of the Connections. She was mainly created to eliminate targets without combat. Evelyn gained the ability to control minds of people around her and manipulate them to do whatever she imagined. In the backstory of RE7, Evelyn was mysteriously found by Jack, the father of the Baker family, near the bayou of their home. She infected the Bakers by contaminating their food supply, the mold fungus. With the mold, she then controlled the family into making them think she was their daughter, and that she had given them a gift. In the majority of the game, she appears to be an old lady, or possibly their grandma, usually found sitting in a wheelchair, oddly teleporting to other rooms, and just stares at you in whatever direction you go. As she was in her young form, she had telekinetic powers. Even though Evelyn rapidly ages if she can't find a specific medication to slow down the mold within her, and this is why you find her as an old lady. Looking at Evelyn's character, she has so much involved with her, and you kind of feel sorry for her at times because the reason why she was so obsessed with wanting a family so bad was because while she was held captive at the Connections research facility, she didn't experience any love or having a family at all. In the beginning of the game, I had no idea she had this huge secret with her. The only thing that I found odd with Evelyn before the beginning of the game, as a grandma, was that she was the only one in the family that didn't want to bring you no harm, while everyone else was constantly on your case and trying to kill you. And with Evelyn's character as a child, she kinda reminds me of the creepy girl from the Fear Games series. Number 5. The Executioner Majin from RE5. Their literal purpose is being an executioner, and that instantly makes them amazing. They walk around with an enormous axe, with an oversized hammer on the other side wrapped in chains. All I've got to say with this character is that it's just a really challenging and wonderful element RE5, and their design is genius. Number 6. Garador from RE4, aka the Clawer. Reminds me of an undead and armored Wolverine. Their eyes were sewn shut due to their dominating power and were bound in prisons for a while before being let out. Their loss of eyesight heightened their hearing and still makes them dangerous. Number 7. Ramon Salazar, featured in RE4. He was born in an unknown Spanish region in the office of a Castellan. For those of you who don't know what a Castellan is, they are a commander of a castle and the loyal man of a king. He became the last 8th Castellan to govern the area. When the 21st century came, he left Catholicism and converted to the cult Los Illuminados, led by Osmond Sadler. Sadler had accessibility to bioweapons, and their research to develop more of Las Plagas victims. His character model reminds me of Napoleon Bonaparte because of his height and commands. Also, his jokes and voice acting is perfect for this game. Number 8. El Gigante from RE4, a 22 to 23 foot ogre-looking mini-boss. He is a literal giant that crushes anything and anyone in his path. I haven't really found a backstory on him, and speaking of being ogre-looking, he is no Shrek. Number 9. The Giant Majin from RE5. They were technically the first monsters I have ever really feared in this game because they are so tall, somewhat fast, and they can also jump on you. They wear tribal headdresses and walk around with what appears to be a spiked-looking club weapon with human skulls wrapped inside. Their design is really unique, but super overwhelming when you try and fight them for the first time. And last but not least, number 10. The Molded from RE7. These creatures were scary, especially when being introduced to them in the beginning of the game, and coming across them in first-person mode the entire game. They sort of remind me of the mini version of Venom. Their other form that I love is with a bladed arm. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this little icebreaker of me talking about my favorite villains from the Resident Evil game series. I will do some more of these kinds of videos just talking about my favorite characters of different games, but in my next video on this channel, I will be playing a game on Steam. I am still waiting to get a game capture recording system so I can play console games, because I'm more of a console player than playing computer games. So I will keep you guys updated on that, And even after I get a recording system, I still plan on playing some Steam games because I've seen quite a bit of good ones recently. Anyways, I want to thank each and everyone who has been checking out my channels. I really appreciate it. And I will continue to upload videos as much as I can for you guys. Also, if you guys have any game suggestions for me to check out and play, just leave your suggestions in the comments below this video. I'm going to be playing games that are on Steam and PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you guys are looking forward to seeing more content on this channel and on my other channel, Introvert Goddess, make sure to subscribe and tap the bell so you can get notifications on when I upload next. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day, and I will see you guys in my next videos. Bye guys!